One.
This video is about the foot contractors or ankle deformity due to ankle contractors. So when I was, sorry about that. When I was in the coma, or as a result of my TBI, I ended up having foot contractures, which caused ankle deformity. And I don't know the exact science behind why foot contractures happen. I think it has to do with the nervous system getting disrupted, and it sends signals down through your body. Oh, I know what it is. Sorry about that. When I went through the traumatic event, the gunshot to the head. It was traumatic, obviously, to my nervous system. And it put my body into a fetal position where my whole body, like when you're born, you're in a fetal position, you're curled up like that. And you're curled up like that, for a reason. Why is to protect yourself. So you're like that, curled up when you're in the womb. And then when you're out of the womb and you're grown up, and if you experience a traumatic experience, your body wants to go back into the fetal position because that's how you that's a natural position to go into to protect yourself. You're born like that. When you go through a traumatic experience, you want to go like that to protect yourself. So when I was in the coma after the traumatic incident to my, the gunshot, sorry, I don't like talking about it, but the gunshot to my head, the traumatic injury experience, it put my nervous system into a traumatic experience, obviously, and wanted to go into a fetal position. So then when I was out of the coma, I survived, and like my body, my head, everything, my consciousness knew that I survived, but my nervous system did not know that I survived, and it still wanted to protect itself. And its way of doing it was to cause foot contractures, and my feet, even my hands a little bit, but we're not talking about that. My hands, or my feet, on the other hand, wanted to contract, wanted to turn in, and yeah, it was gnarly. They tried to prevent it by putting foot braces on my feet to keep my feet flat and everything, and that did not do anything. And then another thing that they tried to do to stop the contractors after that was Botox injections, and the Botox did not work. And then after the Botox, they tried serial casting with Botox, and then with the serial casting with Botox, they just continued maxing everything out. When the serial casting with Botox didn't work, and with the, I don't know, I'll talk about that. When the serial casting Botox did not work, then they tried serial casting and Botox, and then they maxed me out on every muscle relaxer you can even imagine, or you can think of, all in efforts to relax to like overpower the relaxing the contractions of my feet, yeah, because the reason why they were doing the Botox was to stop my feet from curling in. So what the Botox does is it relaxes the muscles. That was not doing it. So then they tried the Botox with the Botox, maxed it out, and then maxed me out with muscle relaxers, and then try and prevent it from contracting. My feet continued to contract, my ankles are getting deformed. Then they tried the Botox, serial casting, maxed out on muscle relaxers, and then they tried making my cast to the neutral foot position, but like way beyond. My feet were nowhere near neutral. They were like negative 19%. So what they tried doing was to really go extreme and go from like negative 19, negative 15 degrees to flat, plus the all the muscle relaxers, plus the muscle injections, and then they also tried putting massage therapy and every massage therapy to relax my foot contractures, to just relax the muscle to stop it from contracting, and nothing worked at all. So what I ended up having to do, because nothing would work, this was all to prevent the worst case scenario, which was surgery. So I ended up getting the surgery, the Achilles tendon surgery, and even with the surgery, my feet were still contracting, but they weren't up and down like I was on high heels anymore. Now my feet were turning inwards. And so then they do the Botox when I got out of the surgery to fix the contracture of my feet turning in. So they did Botox for that as well. And my feet, now they're pretty good. I have no more contracture going up and down. However, I still have a little foot deformity. I have extensor tone. When I extend my leg, my foot turns in because my post tib is stronger than the anterior muscle on the other side. So what they try to do now is Botox for other reasons, but for my foot contracture, they tried fixing it with serial casting, which is all that intense casting, and then they tried fixing the foot contracture. It was the foot contracture. To fix it, they did this in this order. Casting didn't work. When you do more than one casting, it turns into serial casting. So I did the serial casting, didn't work. Serial casting with muscle relaxing medications didn't work. Serial casting maximum on all muscle relaxing medications didn't work. Serial casting maxed me out on all medications plus Botox didn't work. Serial casting maxed me out on medication, Botox with whatever extreme they can do with massage and stretching at home, nothing worked. And they tried several rounds of that for about 6 months probably. And then eventually they just said, think about surgery and come back to us. And I told them right there, I want surgery. And then they said, well, you need to give it some more time to think. And then my physical therapist saw me and said, you want the surgery? And I said, yeah, I need the surgery to get this show on the road. And that was it. And after the surgery, everything was good. I was able to start making progress with my feet after that because I couldn't. Oh, there's another thing. Serial casting. After doing the Botox to fix the foot contractures, they wanted me weight bearing to make my feet flat, so the weight of my body strengthens out my Achilles tendon, the contractor, all that. But my contractor was so bad that nothing was working because I couldn't get my body weight on my feet because my feet were like, I was standing on high heels, but I was barefooted. So yeah, they got the surgery and that was it. And that is what ankle contractures are. Ankle contractures are basically when your body goes into fetal position from a traumatic experience to the brain and your body tries to protect itself. Thank you for watching.